Alright, welcome to the Great Light Mine. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This video is going to be about how to win a solo game in Warzone 2. First off, you got to find a spot that you feel comfortable with. A spot that you know, a spot that you've looted before, that you kind of know the area. You don't want to go to a place that you don't have no idea where you're going, what hallways are at, you know, where anything is. Just feel comfortable on the first drop when you land. Okay? So here we're lagging out a little bit, you know, as the game does. It's got some bugs, but all in all, still good. So right off the bat, I found a good gun. I got 4 attachments on the weapon, and I also find a weapon that's got 3 attachments. Wow, great start. That leading into that, you have to loot. Loot up, get as much stuff as you can in one building before you even exit. And another thing is, like this enemy right here, always loot an enemy backpack. You never know what's inside it. There could be just one armor plate like there was in there, but you never know in general what could it be if you leave it. So another thing is, don't grab like the safe crackers, okay? Grab a bounty so at least you know where an enemy is beside you or on the map somewhere, so you have a general idea if somebody's close to you. And in that case, if the bounty gets taken out, you get money for it. All in all, you still could push them, take them out, you get the money as well. Another thing is, if you find any of these lockers, hit these bad boys. They are gold. They got tons of loot in them. Okay? So another thing on the safe crackers, they are a good way to get money and cash. But like this right here, the bounty is right beside me. I know where they're at. I'm going to push them. And bam. Get the kill. I got the money. Now I know where that enemy was beside me. And that's another thing is, don't ever be afraid to push the bounty. That's what it's for. It's to let you know an enemy is there. Go for it. Go get them. Don't ever be afraid to go engage with an enemy. And here we go. Always loot. Always loot the backpacks. It's always a good idea to see what they got. And just like right there, he's got a 3-plate right on the ground. Bam. We're going to slap it on. Feeling good now. Going to go back in the backpack and see what else we can find. And like I was saying, don't ever be afraid to get in an enemy's face. Let them know that you have the pressure. That you are the one in control. Get on the proximity chat. Let them know you're there. Alright? So, in the beginning of the video, we're going to say how to win some solos. And here's some do's and some don'ts. So, the buy stations are a great idea. And how to get UAVs, primary weapons that you've built. And there's risks and there's reward. So here we're at the buy station. We're trying to figure out what gun to get, and the gas comes in. The first ring is fast. It is super fast. Do not stay outside of the circle on the first ring. Always be on the outside of the first ring so you do not get caught in a storm like this. Because you will be upset to a point where you say to yourself, why did I just do that? So always be aware of the gas, because it is a burner. And right here, getting super angry, Molotovs, you're done. So going into the gulag here, there's some things that you should know in here too. So when you leave the gulag, you take everything with you. So let's say I find 2 stuns, 2 Simtexes, a 3-plate armor vest in here. When I win this gulag, I get to take those things with me. So loot up as much as you can in the gulag while you have the chance. Anything on the ground is primary target to take back into Warzone. Okay? Another thing about the gulag is the Juggernaut. Don't ever proximity chat and say, let's take out the Juggernaut together, or listen to the other team why they say, let's take out the Juggernaut together. There is no trust in war. They will backstab you. They will take you down as fast as they can. Yes, don't get me wrong, there is a few trustworthy players out there, but don't take the risk in the gulag. So right here, another tip is get behind this bad boy. They will see him, get scared, and back away. Now's your chance to take them out because of the Juggernaut. Super frightening guy. They run away from him every time. So jumping back in after the gulag, you want to go to a spot inside the ring. Don't ever go outside of the ring because you just have to push back in. Outside of the ring is from the beginning, but like I said, do not get caught in it. That is a mistake. As you can tell earlier, mistakes happen, and I got caught in it. Mistakes happen, learn from them, keep them in the brain, and don't let it get to you. Okay? So right here, we're in kind of some open area. We got the water. We got a lot of little houses beside us. We want to push efficiently to the middle. But you want to stay kind of on the edge of the ring. Again, looting is a main thing. Even if you have everything, still look around because there could be something in a box that you missed before. So here we're just kind of get our head locked in, shutting the doors, and we're going to see where we can go from here. Okay? We hear a boat pull in. Again, here's your chance to put pressure on the enemy. Always check your six. Always check your lefts, your rights, your ups and downs before you leave a building. Somebody could be watching you when you landed in from the gulag. I think we got a clear path here. We're going to dive in. And another tip is nobody can see you underwater. They cannot see you whatsoever. Once you pop your little head out, they can clip you. So here the boat pulled up on the shore. 99% sure the enemy is in this building. We are going to sneak carefully up to it and see if they come out or move in there. Oh, yep, seeing his head. So we're going to pop off as many rounds as possible, push pressure on him. Flashes me, still turn and burn him, and he's down for the count. So in that case, when you're flashed, always use your gut instinct. I knew he was going to jump out the window. I knew he was going to flash me. So what I did was turn my crosshairs to the left, and there he was right in front of my gun, and I was pre-firing and firing, and then I ADS, and he's down. So again, here we are on the outside. Stay on the outside of the ring. You're going to want to follow this up and around till you almost get to the middle. So here we go again. We have another enemy jumping from rooftops. We ping him just to see where he's going. Push, push, push. Never be afraid to go in and take an enemy out. But do it effectively. Always know where they're at. What are they doing? I'm going to peek the corner here. I'm going to get some side views. Go to the buildings and see if anybody's seen him jump off. There he is. So we know where he is. We're going to effectively push up. Scare him a little bit. Put some pressure on. Now he knows. Or does he? Didn't even flinch. Didn't even move. See, even in that case, some players just don't know how to react. Obviously, he's got a self-res. Pop a few rounds in him. Let him know we're still there. When he gets up, it's lights out. So again, seeing him jump off the building, don't avoid heading over to where he is running. Because in the long run, when you move up, this enemy that you forgot about over here could push up behind you. So all in all, look in the bag. What do we got? See if you like anything. Always stow as much things as possible. I'm a sniper, but I did not pick up the sniper rifle. There's always a time and a place. I am a sniper for sure, but I left it on the ground. I feel more comfortable with the RPK and the Fennec in my hands right now, and that's how I'm going to run. And this is not my loadout.
Hostile UAV in the area.
These are ground loot guns. And we are running around tearing through people with ground loot. Okay, we're checking corners. We're listening. Always go in, check every angle of every building. Another sniper. I look at it with intensity. I want to pick it up because it's my gut instinct to keep my weapons so I don't. So keep on pushing around. We're hugging the outside of this ring. This is going to be a main tip to hug the outside. Keep pushing along, up, up, up on either side of the ring that you're on. So here we're kind of getting into a sticky situation. We got all the water to our right. Water makes a lot of noise. A lot. Even when you're walking slow in it. So we're going to try to avoid the water, but in this area, almost unlikely because you're going to have to run through it at some point. Again, looting up as much as possible. Hitting crates. Always checking behind. Always checking to the left, to the right. Always want to be on your P's and Q's. Don't ever, if you want to get these wins like we're trying to explain, you want to be on your top game. Don't just be going around and going, I'm going to run to this building. Look left, look right, look up, down. Listen carefully, because there could be somebody just crawling around in your building. So right here, we're on the outside of the circle. And we hear somebody. Where are they? Right in front of us. Do not get trigger happy. Let them go. Now you know they're there. That's a main point. Do not start firing if you do not have a good stance, aim, and lock on. Out there we had no cover. We were in the water. Do not just start firing. He could turn around immediately and you're right there in the open water. You're done. So here we're going to wait and see what happens. Is he out here? Yes, he is right there. He was waiting for us because he also heard me get into the building. But effectively waited. Where is he? I found you first. You're done. Played up always as... And let's see. Left, right, push, push, push. So the circle is way to my right. We're going to push way to the left and hug this gas. You always just want to keep your six clear. Keep behind you clear. So over here, I know is clear. Behind me is clear. And we're just going to keep hugging this circle because most enemies push in immediately when the gas is hitting. They don't want to be caught in it. And again, mistakes happen. You learn the gas is not your friend. You will push. But right here, I'm in it, coughing. Okay? It's a chance I'm willing to take pushing on the outside of the ring. So right here, we're in huge open area. Eyes have to be open. Jumping off and also checking right there. There could be an enemy at any corner. He could have been sitting right in that bush waiting for somebody just to jump down like I just did. So right here, 95% chance somebody sees me running. This is a big open area. I'm almost in the middle of the circle. And there he is. Sees me, I get underwater immediately because you cannot see me when I am underwater. We're going to push, push, push all the way away from him until we have a clear vantage point. And you can plate up underwater as long as you're not taking damage from not being able to breathe. You can plate up underwater. But you cannot be taking damage. So here, we're trying to look for an effective way to go across and get in the circle. So the water, like I said, is super loud, but a risk we're willing to take. And ADSing in the water and pressing the joystick forward will move you the slowest and the quietest it can. Right now we are moving, but it's the slowest and quietest it can get in the water. ADSing and pressing forward.
You're losing ground.
Waiting is another thing. You're not camping. You're trying to make a move and where to go. waiting is an effective strategy. You found him, he popped up because you waited. There was somebody right there on the bridge. If you would have pressed up to the right side, that enemy would have seen you first and ran up the hill and tagged you. So we're going to loot his backpack. Like always, get as much loot as possible. Bam. Took it all. Now again, we're going to wait and to hear what is going to happen in this last
Gas is inbound.
drop
Marking
of the
safe
circle.
zone.
So already, we're just having to listen and see. We got him up here. Okay, there's also an enemy firing at him from down across the map at southeast. So we want to give him a little scare too. We want him to know that there's enemies all around him. He's getting nervous. And again, it's not that bad to wait. Waiting is effective. Call it camping if you want, but it will work. It lets you clear your head. It lets you think about what you're going to do. It lets you hear the enemies and where they're at, who's firing, and where they're at. So right now we know he's up there. We know at least one enemy is in that tower.
5 remain. Stay sharp.
So there are 4 players left. 1 in the tower, 3 on the ground. The gas got me there. Mistake. I coughed a little. But that's alright. We're going to play it up.
New safe zone located.
We're just going to wait and just to see where everybody else is headed. He's in the tower. He's going to jump out. He has to. The one to the left hits me. Here he comes out of the tower. He's going to land in front of me. So without hesitation, I push up without plating. This is a move where you have to have some gall. Okay? I'm doing it because I have to push. There he is. He didn't hear me to his left. He gets down. The other enemy is immediately to my right. He sees me, and it's done.
Well done.
I hope this helped you when you're first solo.
That's how you do it right there, boys and girls.
I hope it
That's how
gave
you
you
do
some
it right
helpful
there.
tips and tricks, some do's, some don'ts. We got a lot of kills right there in our solo win. So I hope you do too.
Locate,
And I hope you have a great night, a great day,
eradicate,
a great life, and the light loves you.
excavate, and get the hell out of Dodge.